Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night, wherever you may be on this wild, wacky, and sometimes crazy planet of ours. This is Stamp Collecting Fun coming at you, and today I'm looking at something from the Glory Box. I was excited to receive a Glory Box yesterday, and in it, part of it, is this envelope, which in itself is pretty cute. Shows a man, a woman and a child looking at stamps. Stamps, yeah. Die nächsten Briefmarken für Ihre Sammlung. The next stamps for your collection. So we got stuff there. Fish, pretty buildings, that sort of thing. And over und was können wir noch für Sie tun? Und was können wir noch für Sie tun? Which I think means, what can we do for you next? Maybe. Der Sammlerservice ist für Sie da. It certainly is. The collection service is for you. Yeah, and, well, I don't know, I don't speak German, but that's what I would say if I was translating it. So what is in here? Well, there are stamps. So we pick a few, and you can see why I've selected to look at these beauties. We'll tip them all out. So quite a number of stamps here. So let's have a look at some, shall we? I've got a space collection going on. This is a big, long one. Well, space is a long, long way away, isn't it? And therefore you need Conquest of Mars stamps. Not quite sure where it's from. Possibly the likes of Saudi or Middle East. Airmail anyway. YAR. Don't know, to be sure, so we'll leave that over there. We'll have a look at as many as we possibly can and see what countries are being Sharjah, that is, and that is a spaceman, Apollo astronaut, by the look of it. Not sure who, but yeah, that's quite nice. And then when the Apollo 15 mission landed, here we have the moon buggy. And this is from Kuwait, Al Kuwait, which sounds a little bit Middle East. So that's quite nice. It's a lovely colour, nice representation of what was there. Talking of representations, here's another stamp. I'm not convinced these are sent through the post or postally used. This is Vladimir Komadi. Vladimir Komadi. CCCP. Again, it seems to be a Middle East stamp. Here we've got more Middle East. I think the Middle East are pretty... Oh, what's this? Sharjah again. Sharjah and dependencies. A spaceman floating out. And it's an airmail stamp. You'd expect it to be airmail, seeing as there's no air up there. Here we have another man. And again, it's Sharjah. He seems to be exiting an egg. I don't know. Airmail stamp. Dominica. So finally we're getting away from the Middle East and into maybe the Caribbean, possibly. It is a British Dominion, Dominica, and you can tell that by the ER. It's half a cent, and it's the Mission to Mars, Viking Mission to Mars. So that's quite nice. Here we have the moon's surface, or the planet's surface again. Again, Kuwait. They're lovely works of art. Well, not really. And here we have, again, what you would call West Indies or the towards the Americas Helios mission. This is. It's quite nice. Sharjah and dependencies. Yeah, you can see where it's been cancelled there in the corner. Cancel to order, I think they call it. Apollo 15 mission, Omar Kawain. Helicopters retrieving astronauts returning to planet Earth. More arty stuff. Again, it's And here's a man working in space. Oh, that's slipped away. Dominica is making a welcome return. And here it is. Again, the Queen's head is on it. Half a cent. Manama, which may be Far East. Again, Apollo 15 is the subject of this particular stamp. So I put that over there, Far East. Those are sort of stuck together. Ooh, these were a mess. These are actually an unholy mess. So I may need to, I'll put those to the one side and may need to sort those out. And here we have Fujairah, which we have mentioned way past in my early videos. Again, one of those Arab states. Adjaman, American astronaut saluting the flag, blowing in the wind. Fujairah again. This is Apollo 13. So a cutaway of what things are like in that doomed. Well, it wasn't quite doomed. I think they did return to Earth, didn't they? But yeah, there was trouble getting them back. Sharjah, a dog. I think Jerry mentioned the dog. Sending it up there. Hope it came back in one piece. It deserves the Order of Lenin for its bravery. Did they send a chimpanzee up? I think they might have done, you know. Most of these, I think, are... There's very few of the West who are actually sending the stuff up in the first place. It's all other countries which are doing the stamps of it all. The Adjumans. Here's someone either playing golf or he's tripping up. Or he's putting down a parking cone. I don't know. Sharjah. Gotta say, the lovely stamps though. Here he is again, he's still working, this guy. Adjaman. People. Manama. Look American, probably are Apollo 15, they are. Look nice. Again, we have the return to Earth. Helicopters a go-go, YAR. Splashdown, or as this is called, Plashdown, near the Hawaiian Islands on the 24th of November. Interesting. Can I get... there's that one again. I think that's another one I've got. So I've got two of those. Doesn't matter. Because I can use Dominica for other things. Manama, for example, I could do, you know, it could be part of my Commonwealth Empire collection. Manama. Airmail. Let's just mix and match them up a bit more. Here's There's a caravan there. Yeah, well, that's one we've seen before. So we're getting a couple of duplicates, not many. Manama, pencil, pen. I'm not sure. Yeah, we've seen that before. This is Sharjah. I mean, have we got anything like that up there? I don't think so, do you? And here we have Manama again. And again. If I'm not careful, I'll be having a Manama collective page. Or stock page, certainly. I think it will be. Republic of Maldives. John Glenn, who was, I think he was the first American or first person to circumnavigate the globe, or was that Yuri Gagarin? John Glenn, though, was the first American to do something in space. That's quite nice. Different country. Grenada, rainbow, lady. Not quite sure that is a space stamp. Yeah, Apollo 15 mission. So there are as well. So there are collections forming, not least within my mind, my Vulcan mind. Sharjah. This is interesting. This is a strange language. Bulgaria, I believe. So that's interesting. Sharjah. Bloke tripping up again. Manama. I mean, that's nice. That's a photograph of him on the moon. Whomever he may be. Fujiera. Is that JFK? Yeah, John F. Kennedy. Republic of Maldives. Keep that out. And another. That's a pair. Ajnan. Ras Al Khaimah. No. Manama. Sharjah. Made in space. No, man in space. Ah, it's stuck though. Oh, it's easily come off. That's not too bad then. Man in space. Yeah. Fujairah. Here's an interesting old stamp. Bundesrepublik of Deutschland. Well, what about that, eh? So that sneaked in there. Why not? It is a space one. It's bona fide. I don't think we're getting any other apart from the ones we've got already. Ajman, Grenada. Here's a new one. It's on its way. Space shuttle. That's interesting. Space shuttle. I think we all remember that. And Fujiyama. So quite a number of, I would say the majority of these are what you might call Middle East. So simply to raise funds, maybe to fuel oil, or to support the industry. Why not? And here we have more Western types, though none of the big beasts are producing stamps. It's all the little man, Grenada, the Maldives, Bulgaria, Grenada. Deutsches Bundespost produced one there, but not on the same sort of scale as these. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Good to see Britain represented here. It's a fantastic day out there. Shorts and t-shirts. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.